What's up guys, how's everyone doing? So today I'm going to be showing you a bit of a beginner's guide in Dead by Daylight. But before that, make sure you do like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content like this in the future. So first things first, I just want to say this is more for the new player base. So I'm going to be showing you what characters to actually buy and what perks you should be running for your first time playing this game. So first things first, I just want to talk a bit about how to actually buy characters without using real life money. So you get shards like this, as you can see at the top. You can buy non-licensed characters with this. So with the licensed characters, you do have to use real money. So if we go into the character bit right at the top left hand corner here, the two characters I think you should actually buy is Fengmin, as you can see here, and Kate. The two reasons are, these two have got really good perks for people that are first starting this game. So if you press on a character, and you head over to the perks, as you can see here, you've got personally one of my favourite perks, and that's Windows of Opportunity. So with Windows, I think it's a great perk for new players, also for veterans, so you can see the windows, and you can also see the pallets around you within 32 meters. But you do get 3 different colours. So more you level up and more you do the blood web, you will unlock the purple one. So also you get boil over and you get dance with me. Boil over, when you get onto killer's shoulders, you can wiggle off and it's harder for the killer to take you over. And dance with me, you leave no scratch marks. So that's also 3 good perks in one there. So with Fengmin's, you've got technician. So with this perk, when you blow a generator, it doesn't make noise, so as you can see right here. So next you've got lithe. Again, personally one of my favourite perks, and it's a lot easier to use this perk than sprint burst for new players, because a sprint burst you're going to be more of a accidentally use it, you're not going to have it, you forgot you're going to have it. But with lithe, with windows and lithe, you're going to know where pallets are, windows are, and you're going to be able to use this perk off and on. Alert is alright, it's not my favourite perk, but it does alert you when it breaks a pallet, the killer. So you can see the killer for 5 seconds. I know a lot of people run this perk, it's not too bad of a perk, but I personally don't run it. So the 3 characters that you still get is Dwight, Meg, Claudette, Jake, I think you get Bill, and Nia. So with these, you do get these 3, but you get a very, very good perk to each one of them. So with Dwight, Bond. I say run Bond, because you get to see where your teammates are, and if they are getting chased, you can move out the area of them getting chased. So I generally think this is one of the best perks for new players. Next you've also got leader. This is another good perk. I'll leave it there if you do want to read it and stuff like that. But it's pretty much increase other survivors, healing, sabotaging, unhooking and cleansing and opening exit gates. And chest unlock speed by 25% within 8 meters. So if you do go with your teammates and stuff like that on generators, this will actually boost your speed up by 25%. Again, Dwight is probably one of the best survivors in this game to start off with. Also, you've got prove thyself. So for every other survivor working on generator within 4 meters range, gain 10% speed. So like again, that's one of the best characters you can actually start off with. And also you get this free. Meg, you've got fantastic perks again. So you got adrenaline. So at end, if you're injured, you do get a big boost in your, health state. So you can get away from the killer if you are getting chased at last minute. Quick and quiet. So when you vault, you make 0 noise, and that's a very good perk if you do want to get away from killer. And sprint burst. So with sprint burst, this is what I was talking about. Sprint burst, I think generally you need a tiny bit of skill to use. I know a lot of people might laugh at this, but it's when to use it and how to use it. So you will see your bar go up with the exhaustion perk. So some people use it and make the exhaustion perk go to like 99%. Then when the killer's chasing them, you can walk and you'll get it back then. So it's kind of a toxic one. But I'll show you how to use that in another video. So next, Claudette, you got more of a healing build if you do want to heal your teams. So you've got increased healing speed by 50%. Injured survivors revealed to you within 128 meters, and self-care is when you heal without a medkit. So they're pretty basic, but that does stack with other builds, and I will show you more in the future with that. So Jake, these are more of a quiet builds kind of thing, so you reduce alerting by 100% and stuff like that. It's not the best. I think it's pretty bad. Iron Will used to be really good, but if you are running a non-exhaustion build, I might show a bit more in future, but when you're running this build with this, you've got 100% silent when you've been injured. Used to be a fantastic perk, now it's still a pretty good perk, but not as good as it used to. So next you got Saboteur. Unlocks the ability to sabotage hooks within the toolbox, without a toolbox, sorry. Bit of a toxic perk, but I'll show you more of a toxic kind of builds later on. So Nia has got balance landing. So with balance landing, if you jump from a height, you do get a speed burst. So it's like sprint burst, it's like live. So, but instead, you jump out of a building and you're getting away from the killer, then this perk is actually a really good perk. So you've also got crouching. You've got urban evasion. So while crouching, you got 100% haste. So this is another good perk. So you're not going to leave scratch marks. You're not going to alert the killer and stuff like that. So it's a really good perk to actually run. So you also got Streetwise. I don't really use this perk anymore, but some people do. So the first time you deplete an item with charges, see the killer's aura for 8 seconds. Pretty decent. So if you do run in a brown medkit and you use it all, then this is pretty decent perk to run with it. So like again, I'm not sure about Bill if he's free. I think he's free for all platforms, I think. So, he's got Borrow Time. So Borrow Time I think is in base kit now, I think. So with this, so you get the endurance effect for an extra 10 seconds. Pretty much that's it. It's a good perk, it's a decent perk, but he has better ones. So with Unbreakable, Unbreakable is a really decent perk if you're getting slugged. So I'll show you more of that in the future. But when the killer knocks you all down, you can get up a lot faster. You've also got Left Behind. So Left Behind, you can see the hatch within 32 meters when the survivors leave, I think. Unlock potential of 1 aura in 1 aura's reading ability if you are, the last survivor. You will see this a lot as a new player, because your MMR won't be as high. So you will see you being the last one in the fog. So I just want to talk about what builds you can actually build with these characters. So personally, I'd go for, if you are doing the free ones and you're not buying the characters yet, I would say Bond is a pretty decent perk. I'd say also Adrenaline, Sprint Burst. I know I said Sprint Burst is a bit of a thing, but if you haven't got a Fengmin with Live, then I suggest running Sprint Burst. It depends how you really want to play it, but in all honesty, I'd say take a brown med kit. But you can always run Botany Knowledge and Self-Care for the extra speed of healing. Iron Will's a really good one if you don't want to run Sprint Burst. So like I say, Iron Will only works really if you're not exhausted. So if you do want to run, just for example like Bond, Leader, maybe Adrenaline, and what was the other one? Iron Will. Pretty decent perks, but like I say, I think Adrenaline only works when you're not exhausted, I think. But like I say, these have got really good perks. You can always run Balance Landing. Balance Landing is fun. A lot of killers don't really expect it anymore because a lot of people don't really run it. But if you do really want to be more of a quiet survivor, and you do want to get away from killer and stuff, you might, I think Ace is the most quiet survivor in this game now, but you will have to fork out to buy him. But like I say, in my opinion, if you buy Kate and Feng Min, you're going to have a lot of better time in the fog. Like I say, windows of opportunity, Live are two of the best combos that you can get. This is why I can't say it enough. You do want these perks. Like I say, you can buy them with shards or you can buy them in-game money. But them two should be your first in mind of actually doing it. But if you do want the quiet survivor, like I said, Ace is the quiet survivor. I think Ada is as well. But apart from that, I think with the base kit, so the free perks you actually get. Yes, I've got no perks on Dwight, but I suggest running Deja Vu. If I can find it, let's see if he's got it. In fact, we'll go to character that I use. Where's Ada? Okay. So I'd say personally, you run Deja Vu. If I don't show it on screen, I'll probably put like pictures on screen. So Deja Vu, Windows, Live, and maybe Adrenaline if you don't really want to spend any money, or even Bond. Because like I say, Bond's a pretty good perk and stuff like that, and Leader. So I will put them up on screen and stuff like that to show you what they are. Because you're going to have base kits and stuff like that. So Deja Vu, I'll talk you through that. You get to see the generators. I think the 3 closest generators together. So this is part 1 of these guides. I'll be uploading part 2 and stuff like that later on this week. So I'm going to be uploading a lot more. So it's going to be like 3 videos a week. And I'm also going to be showing off the new survivor on Wednesday or Thursday when she's out. So that should be cool. But that's all for today. I just want to give you the heads up, because I know there's a lot of perks in this game. So as usual, I was trying to say thank you if you do tune in. If you do leave that like, thank you so much. Make sure you do subscribe for my next video, and I will see you very soon.